BookTube, it's Becky from Becky Writes, this is Becky Reads, and this is my 12 Days of Christmas vlogs. The 12 Days of Christmas start on Christmas Day and run until Epiphany on January 6th, when tradition holds the wise men reached baby Jesus. Most people think that the 12 Days of Christmas happen before Christmas, but that's not true. Usually people fasted before Christmas, and then they partied for 12 days between Christmas Day and Epiphany. So we are currently on Christmas Day, and this is the first of my 12 Days of Christmas vlogs. As a Christmas gift to each of you, I will be doing little videos throughout the next 12 days. You're welcome. Today I'm doing my top 5 new to me authors of 2016. This was a really hard list to compile because I had so many new to me authors. The vast majority, I would say about 80% of the books that I read this year were books written by authors I'd never read before. Now, some of these authors I'd heard of before 2016, but the majority were completely new to me. They were authors I discovered because of BookTube. They were authors I discovered because I was in conversations with people from BookTube or from Goodreads that said, oh, if you like this, try this. It was a great year of discovery for me, and so here are my top 5 favorites that were brand new to me. Number 5 is Lindsay Fey. She is the author of Jane Steele, which was one of my favorite books this year. I loved this book. I loved her writing style. She's really interesting to follow on Twitter, and I just am really looking forward to picking up other things that she's written. Now, Jane Steele was a historical fiction that was not exactly a retelling of Jane Eyre, because Jane Eyre itself is mentioned in Jane Steele, but it sort of parallels Jane Eyre, and I adored it. I didn't actually like Jane Eyre itself, but I loved Jane Steele. And Lindsay Fey's writing style and the voice and the world that she created was so awesome, so she is definitely in my top 5. My number 4 favorite new to me author for 2016 is Daniel Jose Older. He's the author of Shadow Shaper. I follow him on Twitter, and he's also a contributing writer for Book Riot. I really enjoyed Shadow Shaper. I love the world, and I really loved the characters and the fact that this is an own voice. He's got a whole adult series that I am really wanting to pick up, and hopefully I will get to start in 2017. So Daniel Jose Older makes it number 4 on my top 5 list. There were so many authors that I wanted on this list, and they vied for the number 3 spot, but at the end of the day, I'm going with Victoria Schwab. I read This Savage Song by her. I have the first 2 books in the Shades of London series, which I haven't started yet. I really enjoyed this. I love that it's dark. I love that it has this really almost gothic element to it without actually being gothic. I love that this is a book about friendship and not about romance, and I really enjoy following Victoria Schwab on Twitter. She is a prolific tweeter, and she's very interactive with her fans, and even though she was at the heart of a controversy around diversity this year, I think that the way that she tried to engage and open up the conversation and receive criticism and listen was a good thing. You can disagree with me about that, but I do think she was trying to hear what people were saying. I am enjoying her as a internet personality, and I am enjoying her books. So I had to pick Victoria Schwab. I am very excited to continue to read her stuff in 2017, and she was a great find for me this year. My number 2 new to me author for 2016 is definitely going to be Maggie Stotter and the Raven Boys. Now, I read the entire Raven cycle this year, and I adored it. Maggie Stotter is not as active on Twitter as some of the other folks from this list, but she is active, and she's also an artist, which I didn't know. And so if you've never seen any of her artwork, holy cow, are you in store for something special? She is an incredibly talented visual artist as well as a talented fiction writer. She's got a couple of other series, the Shiver series, which is about werewolves, and werewolves are my personal favorite, which has gotten mixed reviews, but the Scorpio Races I think was hers as well, so I have a lot to check out in 2017. She has announced that she's going to be writing a Ronin point of view trilogy, so I'm very excited about that, but I so enjoyed the Raven cycle. I have enjoyed her writing style. Again, she is so atmospheric. She walks the line between sort of horror and just being creepy in a really great way, and I am so glad I found her, because I don't think I would have even given this a second glance if I hadn't heard so many positive reviews on BookTube. So new to me 2016 will not be new to me next year, and I hope to read a bunch more by her. And then we come to my number 1 new to me author for 2016, and you guys all know who this is, right? Right? You know. That's right, Leigh Bardugo. From the Grisha trilogy to Six of Crows, I haven't yet read Crooked Kingdom, but I hope to very soon. Leigh Bardugo is the queen. She is the strongest overall writer that I've read this year that's new to me. She has created an incredibly complicated and well thought out world. I think that every book I read by her just gets better and better and better. The Grisha trilogy got better and better and better. Six of Crows was even better than the Grisha trilogy by far. She has a command of language in a way that really elevates YA to the next level. Maggie Stotter is the same way. YA is propelled a lot by plot and character development, but not necessarily by excellent sentence-by-sentence writing. And Leigh Bardugo, Maggie Stotter as well, they write excellently on a sentence-by-sentence level. So I appreciate her. I think that she is just doing so much good. I'd never even heard of Leigh Bardugo before 2016. Never even heard her name, never heard of the Grisha trilogy before I discovered BookTube. So I am so grateful for picking up her books in 2016. She's been my consistent favorite this whole year. And she is the Queen Bardugo for a good reason. Like, she's just so wonderful. She's very active on Twitter, very engaged with her fans. She listens about representation. If you want representation in YA, Six of Crows is so diverse. It has people with different physical abilities, people with different ethnic backgrounds, people of varying sexual orientations, people with very strong religious convictions and no religious conviction. It just touches on so many different kinds of diversities, people with different ways of processing information, like learning disabilities. I mean, it's everything is represented. And it's not done in a way that's tokenistic. So the fact that she can do that so artfully and then still tell a really compelling heist story with these great characters that you just love and you worry about. Leigh Bardugo is the queen. I cannot wait to read Crooked Kingdom. I cannot wait to read the Wonder Woman novel she's writing. I cannot wait to just gobble up everything that Leigh Bardugo writes forever and ever. Amen. Alright, that's it, y'all. Those are my top 5 new to me authors for 2016. Comment down below and let me know who your top author is that you discovered in 2016. Hope you guys are all doing well. Merry Christmas for those of you who are celebrating, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!